Movies. There's people are now consuming more quote unquote content than ever. This is why we have so many thousands of viewers watching our stuff right now.
Yeah, so I mean, just like fucking Napster and fucking streaming took over music. I think now everybody's been forced to not having to go to concerts. One.
Go to the movie theaters.
So now they're watching streaming concerts, right? So now they're connected to some kind of fucking app or some kind of scene on the computer, right?
Yeah.
And no one's really going to movie theaters anymore. So now they could just stream the movies or get some kind of network that shows those movies that they want to watch. So movie theaters, concert venues are pieced out.
And now people are trying to enjoy entertainment from the comfort of their homes.
And they're getting used to it.
Yeah. So it's like Netflix, fucking... This is why, HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu, YouTube TV, Roku.
Shout out to Behind the Scenes Network.
Showtime, Behind the Scenes Network. All these things, all these places where you can just consume new content. But I want to talk movies. Let's talk movies this episode.
Yeah, movies. For sure. Movies, man. What movies have you been watching since quarantine? I know I've fucking watched a lot of movies.
I've watched a grip of movies. And I think I kind of went through a couple different phases because if you remember in the beginning of quarantine, the big thing was The Last Dance and Tiger King, right?
Right.
It was the shows. There were these limited series shows that were put out. And then I jumped into, for some fucking reason, a bunch of A24 movies.
Right.
So all these independent movies, right? All the stuff with...
some of them are not great. But
some of them are not great, but a lot of them are really good. That was the Uncut Gems. That was...
Uncut Gems was...
Hereditary.
Dude, like literally how long... Didn't you feel like you needed to take a shit the whole movie? Like it was just so intense. Like
I have not... I mean, I'm sure I had a sore jaw just from clenching my teeth from the entire time.
Oh my God, dude. Was it Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler played a fucking great fucking...
That was an amazing movie.
Like, just a degenerate overall. Like,
yeah.
Like, I love that about people. Because I know people like that.
Who just kind of go crazy and wild and
They just
out
can't
all the
help
time?
themselves, bro.
Really?
They just fucking can't help themselves, and they just keep going and going. And they're really good people somehow, but there's like a fucking itch that they can't scratch. Or they're trying to scratch.
There's just no satisfaction.
It's like they're like they have like a
Faction.
fucking mental athlete's foot. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I mean? And they just keep scratching and scratching and scratching, and they know they're not supposed to scratch because it makes it worse.
And you're watching the movie, especially for Uncut Gems. And I mean, we should talk about the best movies to watch during quarantine. I mean, Uncut Gems. If you haven't seen it,
go watch that shit. That's just fucking
watch that
fire.
shit, but like go potty before, take a shit.
Yeah, take a shit.
Go
like,
restroom before.
take a fucking...
Because you're clenching every part of your body throughout the whole 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah, pretty good. It's pretty good.
But it's crazy because, and there are no spoiler alerts for this one, and for anything else, we'll be trying good about holding on spoiler alerts. Spoiler alerts.
Spoiler
alerts. And talk more about how throughout the whole movie you just are consistently saying that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea, and yet it keeps happening.
How does this guy get deeper and deeper and deeper? And then the crazy about the movie was, what I liked about the movie is that once you thought he was like he made it, like he just ended up doubling down the whole movie. I'm not gonna exploit it, but hey, watch that movie. It's great.
Watch it.
But hey, did you watch any classics during the quarantine?
What did I watch that was a classic? I watched Coffee and Cigarettes, which was like...
That's such a you movie to watch, bro. Like,
Orale,
come on, bro. Like, it's all fucking...
All right, give me some classics then.
No. I'm just saying. I'm interested, but I'm just saying that's so you though. I'm not dissing it. I'm not dissing it, but I know you're really art. You're really like...
Artsy.
You're like you're a punk, and that's like a punk movie,
Yeah, kind of, pretty much. You're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
The girl's all gothic and shit in the movie, right?
I just love that concept. I actually started working on writing a screenplay as just a hobby with a friend of mine.
Right.
And we were doing research, and it's basically Coffee and Cigarettes, but turn it Latino.
Nice.
And like a similar type of style.
Would it be like café con leche y frajos?
Oh my gosh, that would be so on the nose. Imagine. I started watching a bunch of movies.
Frajos y fucking Chocolate de la abuelita or what?
basically. Choco y churro. I started watching a bunch of movies
Frajos and
from there.
vatos.
Frajos y vatos. That's the name of my next restaurant. I think that was why I started watching a bunch of movies. And that's why I started watching A24 movies, because they're all, I think Honey Boy's an A24 movie, Lady Bird, Florida Project or something like that. So they're all just kind of like independent. I like independent kind of dramas, and psychological thrillers.
Well, that's kind of what, I mean, it's pushing it even further when all these networks, these streaming networks are looking for content. So they're opening the doors to a lot of young writers, a lot of young producers to put out their content. If it's, and if they have the, right actor in the movie or whatnot, it's not that hard to get on Netflix. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's become much easier. It's become more.
You don't have to suck all kinds of dick or something like that. Like they fucking becoming,
Well, people are always talking about like, how do you make it in Hollywood? Get on your knees, baby. Jesus.
Like you know what I mean? Like you don't have like some douchebag fucking, gatekeeper trying to fucking.
Some Harvey Weinstein shit.
Yeah, I don't know. We once mentioned
some shitty ass people. How about you? What are some movies you've been watching?
Man, you know what? Like, dude, a lot of movies that I haven't seen on HD that I was able to stream. Fuck, a lot of like fucking Van Damme movies. Like fucking Bloodsport and fucking Kickboxer and.
Wait, are sports drama movies a genre that you really like?
Well,
like
no,
Rocky?
dude. You gotta understand, in the 80s, fucking Kung Fu was still real to us. It wasn't some fucking magical shit before. Like, it was before MMA, so, like, there was a fucking nostalgia to Kung Fu and karate. So, like, to be able to, like, go, learn karate and finally be able to kick a fucking
like Bruce Lee,
a group of people's asses supposedly, like,
right.
But in real life you would have fucking got your ass kicked regardless. Because
there's like 6 people chasing you in an alley and you beat them all up.
Yeah,
with
like
martial
there's
arts.
no way you're gonna do that shit. I mean, like,
Salud.
But salud. So to me that salud with that. The Karate Kid, Back to the Future. I mean. A lot of
That's funny because that was such a big part of movie culture in the 80s, huh?
It was. I mean, Bruce Lee was, had just passed away, and then the success that he had kind of carried on to a lot of different artists, actors, like Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris,
Yo, remember all the Chuck Norris jokes?
Oh yeah, Delta Force. Oh yeah. For a while, a long time out.
That was a big thing.
Social media, like.
Yeah. Basically, the reason why World War II started is because Chuck Norris was an idea, a baby idea.
Yeah.
That's why the World War II started.
Yeah.
The reason why the Cold War ended is because Chuck Norris sneezed.
Yeah, shit like that. There's a bunch of them like that. Like, yeah. But Delta Force, all those movies, fucking, all the fucking Sylvester Stallone movies from what's it called? Was it Bloodsport? No, not Bloodsport.
Not Bloodsport. Rocky.
First Blood. What was it? What was it? Fucking Rambo. Fucking Rambo. Fucking Rocky. Fucking Over the Top. Fucking Kurt Douglas. So not Kurt Douglas. Russell. What's that guy's name? Kurt Russell. Fucking Tango and fucking Cash. Woo! If you don't know about Tango and Cash, and you have a young kid, you better sit down and watch fucking Tango and Cash and Over the Top. Watch Over the Top. Such a fucking heartfelt movie about a truck driver trying to get his son back from his rich fucking grandpa that of dying mom cancer, and so he uses fucking arm wrestling to win his son back.
Wait,
it's
so
awesome.
Sports dramas are totally your favorite types of movies?
I love it. I love the inspiration. I love like the never giving up type of mentality. I love it,
and the perseverance, the resilience
of like getting kicked in the floor and then getting back up and then
getting back up
and becoming the champion.
Yep.
Like I watched this. Like even it's not really a sports movie, but I watched this fucking cheesy ass movie that I watched growing up, and my wife kind of brought it back to my attention. Was Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yeah.
This was Sarah Jessica Parker, and it's about her with the fucking strict dad, and she wouldn't let her, he wouldn't let her go out, so she would have to sneak out to be part of this dance competition, And then she ended up making it to the finals, and her dad fucking saw her on TV and went to the movie studio and actually saw her perform, and like gave her the fucking thumbs up, like go ahead and dance, girl. Like you're really
You
good.
do it, girl.
I cried. I literally cried. I was like, oh my god, I got a little cholo tear coming down.
Just the single tear.
Yeah, I just saw Sarah just fucking with her fucking foot face, fucking overcome, her daddy issues,
Oh my god, that was such a snide comment of Sarah Jessica Parker, bro. What did she do to you? Why'd she hurt you?
Because I've never seen that Family Guy where they say that her face looks like a
Yeah,
fucking foot.
and they always impersonate her. My girlfriend watches a lot of Sex in the City, so I see Sarah Jessica Parker a lot.
Man, that literally ruined a generation of women. I'm sorry, like, right? Am I
no
right?
comment, bro.
Dude, oh my
I
gosh,
plead the
bro.
fifth.
Like, everybody's like waiting for Mr. Big. That fool's never showing up, bro. He never did, bro. Like, he came and he left again.
How do you know all this about Sex in the City?
I don't know. I'm fucking reruns.
You're a Renaissance man.
I'm a Renaissance man. I have a soft spot, for intellectual soft humor, soft comedies, romantic, and all that stuff. I'm a fucking, I'm a romantic cholo.
Wait, so what are some movies to watch during quarantine? Uncut Gems for sure.
Uncut Gems. Go watch that.
Over the Top.
Over the Top.
If you haven't seen any of
all the Rockies.
watch 'em.
If you have a son, watch all the Rockies.
Definitely.
He'll like it.
They'll
all the
enjoy
Star
it.
Wars.
Oh, for sure.
All the Star Wars.
I mean,
Disney
right now
Plus,
is the perfect time for any
binge watch them
trilogy or whatever.
and then go on Google and then figure out how to watch them in chronological
order.
Yeah, because we know it kind of went backwards.
Well, now you even have for Star Wars, you have what's the Mandalorian?
Yep.
Right. You have that whole whatever
Boba Fett,
story. It's not even Boba Fett, but it's the same race of people. Yeah. So it's crazy. There's a lot you can watch there.
Yeah, you could definitely watch. What another stuff? There's a lot of stuff.
I mean, if you haven't seen, I actually just watched recently Y Tu Mama También. That's a really good movie.
Yep. A lot of Latin American or Mexican movies that are out there right now too.
Some amazing filmmakers.
Some Pedro Infante movie that's really good. I rewatched the Cantinflas movie.
Nice.
There's a lot of good things out there. A lot of dope fucking documentaries about food.
Yep.
Like all those the street food documentaries.
All the stuff that they got, like highlighting different areas. Amazing.
Ooh, if it doesn't inspire you to fucking make food or like, make a fucking bologna, like a bologna sandwich that you've never seen out of your own comfort of your own home.
The secret to bologna is frying it. Just like the secret to anything.
You know what I mean? Like you'd be like, you'll watch one of those fucking episodes and make a fucking
the best sandwich you've ever made in your life.
You'll make a fucking Monte Cristo fucking burger.
A medianoche. There's so much to watch out there, but check those out. Go through and if you like the sports drama stuff, if you like more of like the international dramas, I watched a ton of psychological thrillers because I don't know, I was going into deep dark crevices of my mind, trying to get mind fucked basically.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff on there, and obviously there's so many streaming services now. Share a login with 6 people.
Right.
You pay like $2.